knighthood which recognize the skill and honor of their members. In the service of their king and in the defense of the noble ideals of chivalry embodied in their queen, did these orders achieve their exalted rank. The Society created the Order of Chivalry, which consists equally of the Knights and Masters of Arms, to recognize outstanding martial achievement and the attainment of those qualities and abilities which are the mark of a true hero. Members of the Order of Chivalry are mighty warriors, but they are also skilled in the arts and have given of their time to the benefit of the common weal. As such, they have been recognized as peers of the realm. Their Majesties now call before them the companions of the Order of the Chivalry of the Outlands here assembled, and all chivalry from other lands who wish to attend.
Good people seated here, as this august company joins us in court, who wish to make this announcement. There will be a violent act between two consenting adults as part of this ceremony. If this is something that is a bother to you, please do feel free to avert your gaze at the time or to extrude yourself from this situation. Thank you.
And once again, because this is a bother to me, I will be averting my gaze during that part of the ceremony.
Their Majesties now call the Honorable Lord Eskil harðfari Haraldsson to come before this court and company.
Hail to mighty Odin and the All-Father.
Hail!
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 Hail to his son Tyr, greatest of all the gods.
Hail!
Hail to King Morgan, strong, brave, and true.
Hail!
Hail to Queen Imane, kind and gentle lady.
Hail!
Eskil harðfari Haraldsson comes before your august throne. His feats in battle and in life are many, earning great word fame across the known world. Guardian of the White Gate, Order of the Red Company, Order of the Gold Mace, Stag's Blood, Companion of the Order of Courage. From Drakenwald to Midrealm to Outlands, Eskil's bravery and prowess in battle is unquestioned. Like Tyr, Eskil helps all in need, serving the people of the Outlands with great honor. He once stole Thor's hammer, Mjolnir, and refused to return it until Freya agreed to help him marry his truest love, Mistress Randve. Before your Majesties to provide answer and oath. Ufta.
Ufta. Count Nikolai, you have requested time in our court.
Thank you, Majesties. This man is the sworn man to Sir Farthen of the Midrealm. As Farthen was my squire and is unable to attend, I come in his stead. Eskil, I would release you from your service to Farthen so that you may freely and with no reservation swear fealty to your king. I would have your belt. Please. Now, your Majesties, if it pleases you, I would read the words of Sir Farthen.
It pleases us, sir.
Unto the royal majesties, Mortigan and Yasmani, assembled peers and the grand populace of the Outlands, does Sir Farthen Ringson send greetings. I hope that this missive finds you all well and in good spirits. Today, I would give thanks. Thank you, your majesties, for seeing and recognizing Eskil for the knight that he has been since the day I first met him. Thank you to the Outlands for being welcoming and giving Eskil and his lady, Randve, a home and a kingdom to fight for. Thank you to the most noble order of chivalry of the Outlands for seeing Eskil as worthy and counseling your king as such. Eskil, thank you for being an excellent squire and so much more. You have freely shared your knowledge of the wider known world and that of the mundane world, and I am better and wiser for it. I will forever treasure our friendship and having you as part of my chosen family. Thank you for these gifts. The joy we have shared on the list fields will forever be memories that I hold close. Thank you. Lastly, thank you for staying the course and remaining on the path. Shortly, you will give your oaths and be dubbed a knight, but know that you have been my brother in chivalry all along. I love you, brother. Thank you, your majesties, for the opportunity to have these words read in your court. Thank you.
Eskil, having stood vigil and sought sage counsel from our peers and populace, we would now accept the accolade of knighthood from our hands.
If your majesties still find me worthy.
This we do. Bring forth the chain. This chain has passed from night to night, throughout the ages of our kingdom. Let it now pass from night to night once again. Bring forth the legacy chain of Eskil's life.
This is the chain of my lineage. I wore this as king of the mid-realm, and granted it to my squire, Sir Farthen, on occasion of his elevation to the chivalry. He gave it to his squire, Sir Ivan, the current prince of the Middle Kingdom, on the occasion of his elevation. And now, your majesty, I give it to you so that it may be from your hand to Eskil.
Let this chain also pass from night to night.
Sir Garrett, for the Order of the Chivalry. Duke Oler, did I say that right? For the Order of the Laurel. Duke Matthew, for the Order of the Pelican. Countess Nerissa, for the Order of Defense. As members of the Peerage, do you now affirm that Eskil harðfari has grown into gentle virtue and chivalrous grace, the hallmarks of a true and faithful peer?
Thank you for allowing me to speak, Your Majesties. I first met His Lordship on a hot and muggy day on the battlefield at Lilies. And he was giving us some trouble that day. And I said to His Excellency Tam, where's that big tall guy with the spear in the Norse kit? Why is he wearing a chain but a squire's belt? Did he lose his belt and use the squire's? The point is we assumed he was a knight then. Since that day, I've spent time in his camp, I've eaten his food, I've drank his beer, I've enjoyed his hospitality, I've stood shoulder to shoulder with him on the battlefield at Penzig and Estrella. In that time, I've seen him demonstrate all of the qualities of the knight we want to see. Honor, chivalry, franchise, all of those things, grace. And I would like to say that as a representative of the Order of Chivalry, wholeheartedly, we would endorse him as a brother. Thank you.
Your Majesty, I am Duke Uller Amaranthson of the Middle Kingdom, Knight of Society, Order of the Laurel, Order of the Pelican. 3 times have I sat as king of the Middle Kingdom. I come before you today as a humble servant to speak for one of the greatest men that I know. When I, as a humble servant of the crown, met Eskil, it was late at night. And when a Swede and a Southerner begin to speak together, oftentimes you might imagine we had no idea what we were saying. And yet, at the end of the night, we were both more learned than when we started. And not because we shared of meat and of drink and of hospitality one to another, as I expect of a peer, but because this man truly taught me what it was to be a better man. Your Majesties, I can say no better words of this man than he is not only my peer, but he is a man that I aspire to be.
I am Duke Matthew, Knight of the Society, Master of the Pelican. Eskil has been my friend for more years than we probably care to remember. But I'm here today to speak of his service. I've learned today in this court, meeting the people of this kingdom, that service is something held highly in the Outlands. Your reputation in this area precedes you. But I would give counsel that if you are trying to categorize service, to understand what it means to be a person of service, I would say observe this man and the way he serves, as he does it in a quiet way. Eskil has served 3 kingdoms, as you've heard, as a vital member of his household many, many years ago, when he played this game on a local level and a few friends, to the heights that he joined in the mid-realm as the commander of the unbelted group, leading from the front, serving his king, and as he does now in the Outlands. He is an example to all in how service should be done. Those who do service because service is needed and before service is asked are a worthy example of peerage. I tell you with clear conscience, I recommend this man as an example to all, and certainly as my peer.
Your Majesties, many know of Eskil, usually because of the point of his spear meeting their face. But I've had the honor of knowing Eskil for nearly a decade. But my husband, Master Adam, and he were captains of the heavy unbelt and the rapier at Pelican. During that collaboration, it was discovered that while the heavy fighters enjoyed a steak dinner, the rapier fighters enjoyed a deli spread. And upon learning this, Eskil suggested that perhaps we set aside our steak and our deli platter and enjoy pizza together as a group. Him bringing equity and inclusion to the rapier community meant a lot to us. And at that time, we knew he would be our peer. So we went out and bought him this chain, because we knew he would be wearing it shortly. Everybody wants to be a peer until it's time to do what peers do. But Eskil will challenge the accepted. He will seek truth, and he'll have hard conversations when needed. His link in the night chain will represent equity, integrity, and inclusion. His path to peerage has been long. Moving from kingdom to kingdom often lengthens that journey. But at the end of his journey, he can look at himself and know that he has never once faltered in his integrity. He's never completed the perceived punch card and expected his accolade, that he's always stayed true to himself. And for that, he is my peer.
Gentle peers, we thank you for your counsel. Eskil, thou up to bring forth the sword. You have been deemed fit for this high estate by your peers, and have indicated your willingness to accept this honor from our hands. Do you now swear by all that you hold sacred, true, and holy, that you will honor and defend the crown and kingdom of the Outlands?
I will.
That you will honor, defend, and protect all those weaker than yourself.
I will.
That you will be courteous and honor your peers of the chivalry of the Laurel, the Pelican, and the defense?
I will.
That you will conduct yourself in all matters as befits a peer, drawing your sword only for just cause. That you will enshrine in your heart the noble ideals of chivalry to the benefit benefit of your own good name and the greater glory of the Outlands.
I will.
Speak your solemn oath.
Mitt namn är Eskil, son av Harald. Länge har jag rest. Många kungar har jag tjänat. Nu har jag hittat hem till mitt folk. Jag svär på denna dagen att alltid tjäna kungadömet Outlands. Till valkyrierna tar mig hem.
I am Eskil, son of Harold. I am no skald, I am a warrior. I have traveled the world for a long time, served many kings. Now I have found my way home to my people. On this day I swear to always serve the kingdom of the Outlands, until the Valkyries take me home. My spear, my axe, my sword will always be found in the forefront of battle, always ready to serve the realm and its people. In times when the ravens are ill-fed, I will still serve to the best of my abilities.
Having sworn these solemn oaths, know now that we, Mordigan and Amani, Kunim and Quina Utanwerd, do dub you with our sword lightning, and by all that you hold sacred, true, and holy. Once, for honor. Twice, for duty. Thrice, for chivalry.
Accept this white belt symbolizing the purity of your honor, the sign of the order of the chivalry, and of your knightly rank and station. Mistress Runbeck, will you place this belt around his waist?
Accept from our hands these chains, passed from night to night. For each night is a link in the honor of our kingdom. It symbolizes your fealty to the crown. Never forget the burden of this chain.
Bring forth the spears, or the spurs, not spears.
In days of old, knights would ride forth in the crown's name to mete out the crown's justice. Accept these spurs as a symbol of your devotion to justice and chivalry. Bear these spurs with pride and never let them be cut off in shame and degradation. Hacked off, hacked off.
You're great.
I think it's almost not bad happening.
These are really nice spears.
Thank you, Brennan.
Yes, ma'am.
We feel your support.
Bring forth the sword.
accept this sword, which shall symbolize your prowess at arms. Remember well that the sword of chivalry shall be drawn only in defense of the realm and of those weaker than yourself. Wear it with care, wield it with mercy.
Sir Eskil, we are pleased to accept your oath of fealty at this time.
I ask to swear upon lightning, the king, the sword of the kings of the Outlands.
This pleases us well.
På denna dagen svär jag att alltid tjäna min konung Morgan, min drottning Imani, som från denna dagen framåt alltid kommer att vara min härskare och härskarinna. Jag kommer alltid vara ståndaktig, alltid tjäna trofast. Detta svär jag på mitt bälte, min kedja, på min ära och på det ridderliga ideal som är min ledstjärna som är riddare åt detta rike.
On this day I swear fealty to my King Mordegan and my Queen Imani, Sinig and Sinwin of Outlands, who from this day onward are my liege lord and lady. I will always be steadfast, always serve them faithfully. This I do swear, by my belt, my chain, and by my honor, and by the chivalrous ideals that I hold, that is my lodestar as a knight of this realm.
Eskil Haraldson, we do hear your words and accept your fealty, and do pledge to you that we shall protect and defend you and your rights as a peer, both within and without our realm. Sir Eskil, stand. Let this be the last blow that you receive unanswered.
So.
To all nobles and gentles to whom these present letters shall come, Mordegan and Imani, King and Queen of the Outlands, send greetings. Whereas Eskil Haraldson has shown excellence in his feats on the field of honor, rendering high and noble service to many crowns and kingdoms, both in war and in peace. Friend, soldier, spearman, leader of men, Eskil brings renown and morale to the many far and wide lands he travels. Guided by Odin's mighty ravens and invoking the valiant bravery of Tyr, he paints fields red with the blood of our enemies, while humbly serving our people with his sword and spear. Having made his hearth home and given his heart to the mighty Outlands, we would honor him this day and are minded to confer and create him as a knight of the Society for Create Anachronism, to which we set our hands this 9th day of December, Anno Societatis 58, being 2023 Gregorian. Scroll by the Honorable Lord Frosty Grimerson.